Hi, I'm Mike Crown. Welcome back to Mike Doing Mike Things. So today, you're not going to believe this, but I actually feel like I need to get a little bit more organized in my shop. So about once a year, I make a thing for my shop. This is that thing that I'm making for my shop. And so I have these little drawers. Maybe I'll put sandpaper in it. Maybe I'll put little parts. I don't know. I have this for nuts and bolt storage. Excuse the noise. If I were designing a kitchen, I would be very concerned about being able to get to things. The little triangle that you might have heard. So here's the shopsmith. Here are my shopsmith supplies, and I have some down here, and push sticks, and my sander disc, and my table saw, and all those little things. And they're generally pretty handy. I recently moved all of this stuff. I had been reaching way over there for the hammers, and my screwdrivers were way down there, and it was just awkward, and I thought, why the heck don't I move them? That's why I have pegboard. Well, the next step up, I have all this stuff. Maybe this sounds familiar. So here are all my nuts and bolts. Now they're handy, but this plastic case is horrible. So that's why I'm moving them to this nice little piece here. All of this stuff is handy, but I almost never use it. I don't even remember the last time I used that drill. My dust mask is way up there just because it fits, but I would like to be able to get to it a little easier. These bags, I don't even need them, but I keep them. And then I come down here. That is a toolbox full of electrical tools. That is a whole big bin full of electrical parts, old receptacles, switch plate covers, wire, all sorts of stuff. And then that is a box of scraps. I almost never touch any of that stuff. So I'm moving the stuff that I do use over to here. Most of the stuff I do use is over there. And I can never get to it because all this stuff is here all the time. But I'm working on it, and then I'll be able to clean some of this stuff up. You know, one of the great things about YouTube videos is I can show you these projects, and it looks like I did everything perfectly, measured correctly, cut correctly, and everything assembled nicely, right? Because I don't have to show you those mistakes. But what fun is that? These lines should have been these lines, but because the dimensions of this are almost square, I had it turned the wrong way. Luckily, these will be covered up with drawers, and no one will know they're there. I'm adding some trim to the front of this little cabinet. I just ripped down some 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch here. I'm going to put all this around the outside and then route it. Just give it a little bit of a quarter round on the inside. These will just be flat pieces, and I'll route both of those sides. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I decided I'm not going to round these over. I'm just going to ease the edges. I like the square look. So I'm just, hitting it with the sander. I'll make sure everything else is nice and cleaned up. But this is coming out nice for a workshop project. I know. Should take pride in that work too. But this will be a utility thing. So I'm planning to beat this up pretty good probably. Yeah, maybe not. And that's what I'm doing. So right now I'm making the drawers. I've decided just 1/4 inch MDF, 1/4 inch MDF sides, probably 1/4 inch front and back. Keep it simple, just glue everything. Put a little knob on the front and be done with it. Get some order in my life. So I'm making the sides of the drawers. A bunch of these things. Like I said, just 1/4 inch MDF. I have the blade set just above the material. I'm using my gripper so that the blade goes through here. Okay. And then I'm going to turn on the noise. So when I push the drawer in, I wanted the front of the drawer to cover this platform that it's riding on. These can all get trimmed. However, here's the thing. I'm going to use a little bit, not too much glue. That's really all you need. I'm going to smush. Can you see that? So I'm going to smush that. Smush! I'm going to get it even side to side. And then I'm using a scrap piece of this material to just give me that length or that overhang. And here's the thing. That's done. I started clamping these, but the piece kept moving all over. So in a few minutes, that will be good to go. Just noticed. So here we go. What I'm doing, I'm using these platforms to hold up those drawers. Okay, but since these drawers are shallower than this cabinet, I'm using these stop blocks. But when I put them on this hardboard, since this has a very shiny surface, I'm scuffing up the area like this, where I'm going to glue these blocks down. That helps the glue grab and it helps keep them from jiggling around when I put the clamps on like this. Because I'm not going to use any fasteners, I don't think. I think I'm just going to let the glue do the thing. And there you have it. There's a tip